Howdy, mates. Glad to see you back again. Can you sing hello with me? Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine. I sure hope you are too. We've been visiting animals that live from different places all over the world. Today, like I said, good eye, mate. We're going to go where we like to say down under, where there's animals that come from Australia. So here's where we live in the United States. If you wanted to go to Australia, you would have to get in an airplane and fly all the way to California, and then get on another airplane and fly all the way down here, across the Pacific Ocean, way down to the other side of the earth. It's on the bottom half and on the other side of the world from us. And they have lots of animals there. Because it's an island, there's a lot of animals that's the only place they come from. Let's see if we can find some. Amazing Animals Down Under. Over in Australia by Mary Ann Burgess and illustrated by Jill Dubin. Over in Australia, in a swamp in the sun, lived a fierce crocodile and her little hatchling one. Snap, said the mother. I snap, said the one. So they snipped and they snapped in the swamp in the sun. Do you know what this one is? Over in Australia, looking like a kangaroo, lived a smaller wallaby and her little joeys too. A wallaby is like a small kangaroo. Hop, said the mother. We hop, said the two. So they hopped, then they stopped, looking like a kangaroo. About this one. Do you know this animal? Over in Australia, in a eucalyptus tree, lived a cuddly gray koala and her little joeys 3. Oh, baby koalas are called joeys, just like baby kangaroos. Munch, said the mother. We munch, said the 3. So they munched and they crunched on their eucalyptus tree. Well, now this is a funny looking fella. He's a mammal, but he kind of looks like a duck with that bill. It's the duck-billed platypus. Over in Australia, where they swim to the shore, lived a sleek platypus and her little platypups 4. Splash, said the mother. We splash, said the 4. So they splished, then they splashed as they swam to the shore. Aren't these pretty birds? Over in Australia, where the wildflowers thrive, lived a rainbow lorikeet and her little chicks 5. Chit, said the mother. We chit, said the 5. So they chitted and they chattered where the wildflowers thrive. These are hard to see down in the mud. Do you see these funny looking? They're wombats. Over in Australia, where the tall grasses mix, lived a short, stocky wombat and her little joeys 6. Dig, said the mother. We dig, said the 6. So they dug deep down in the dirt where the tall grasses mix. Kind of looks a little like an opossum. Over in Australia, in a tree that reached to heaven, lived a furry sugar glider and her little joeys 7. Lap, said the mother. We lap, said the 7. So they lapped on the sap in a tree that reached to heaven. Over in Australia, where she bowed to her mate, lived a tall, friendly broga and her little chicks ate. Look at her long neck and long legs. Dance, said the mother. We dance, said the eight. So they danced and they pranced as they bowed to her mate. Look at those long ears. Over in Australia, in a sandy place to dine, lived a hungry, long-eared bilby and her little Joey's 9. Slurp, said the mother. We slurp, said the 9. So they slurped and they burped in a sandy place to dine. And here's the second largest bird in the world, an emu. Over in Australia, acting like a mother hen, lived a huge father emu and his little duckies 10. Zig, said the father. We zig, said the 10. So they zigged and they zagged with their father, mother hen. Nice of the father to take care of them. All kinds of animals. You might like to borrow this from the library because there's some facts in the back about these animals, and there's some other Australian animals hidden in between. A lot of them have something the same. We saw a lot of animals whose babies were called joeys because they're marsupials. Can you say marsupial? A marsupial has a pouch where its baby, when it's first born, can grow and develop until it's old enough to live outside of the pouch. Marsupial. That's interesting. Let's try our little finger play here. Jump, jump, jump goes the kangaroo. I thought only one, but now I see two. Mommy and her baby with his head popping out. He holds on tight. Can you give a little hug? As they jump all about. Show me how you jump. Jump, jump, jump. Let's try it again. Jump, jump, jump goes the kangaroo. I thought only one, but now I see two. The mommy and her baby with his head popping out. He holds on tight as they jump, jump, jump all about. Here's a fun book. It's called Snap. S-N-A-P. Snap. By Marcia Vaughn and illustrated by Sasha Hutchinson. It was a sun-hot, sky-dry day as Joey and Mama Roo stopped to drink at the edge of the Tumbarumba River. Mother, Mother, what do you say? Said Joey. Do you know any games to play? I've been sitting in this pouch all day. His mother yawned. It's much too hot to play today. So Mama Roo settled in the shade and shut her eyes. She soon began to snore. But Joey was not sleepy, not one bit. Peeking over the edge of his mother's pouch, he saw a bush mouse pattering past. Twisker, Twisker, what do you say? Do you know any games to play? Called Joey. Why do you think the mouse is named Twisker? It rhymes with whiskers, doesn't it? I do, twittered Twisker. I know a great game, but it's much too hot to teach you today. Oh, please stay. Don't go away, said Joey. We can play together all day. So Twisker tiptoed into the shade of the river rocks, and he taught Joey how to play hide and squeak. Does that sound like a game you know? I wonder why they called it hide and squeak. Peeking around the rocks, Joey saw a snake slowly slithering by. Slider, Slider. Is that a good name for a snake as he slides by? Slider, Slider, what do you say? Do you know any games to play? Yes, 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 hissed Slider. I know a splendid game, but it's too hot to teach you today. Oh, please stay. Don't go away. We can play together all day. So Slider slid through the tall grass and taught the two to play lots of knots. How do you think that game would work? Lots of knots. It looks like they're twisting and twirling around each other. Peeking through the grass, Joey saw a platypus paddling past. Flatzo, Flatzo, what do you say? Do you know any games to play? How do you think he got the name Flatzo? He has a flat tail, a little bit like a beaver, and a flat snout. Flatzo. Do you have a game? Of course I do, huffed Flatzo. I know a gooey game, but it's too hot to teach you today. Oh, please stay. Don't go away. We can play together all day. So Flatzo flopped out of the water and taught the three how to play Pass the Mud Pie. Sounds like fun. Peeking along the bank, Joey saw an echidna. It was burrowing out of a termite mound. Prickler? Why do you think he's named Prickler? He does look pretty prickly with all those spines. Does he remind you of another animal? Prickler, Prickler, what do you say? Do you know any games to play? Indeed I do, declared Prickler. I know a nifty game, but it's too hot to teach you today. Oh, please stay. Don't go away. We can play together all day. So Prickler waddled into a hollow log and taught the floor how to play pick-up quills. It's kind of like the game of pick-up sticks. Peeking out of the log, Joey saw a long, strong crocodile creeping up the bank of the Tumbarumba River. What do you think he's named? Is he sly, tricky? Slytooth, Slytooth, what do you say? Do you know any games to play? Certainly I do, said Slytooth with a wicked grin. I know the best game in the whole wide world, but it is too hot to teach you today. Oh, please stay. Don't go away, cried Joey. We can play together all day. Do you think a crocodile is a good animal for him to play with? Just then Slytooth spied Joey's four friends. I'll stay for a moment then, he agreed. My game does not take long to play. Come closer and do as I say when I open my magnificent jaws. You must hurry inside. I will hide you so well that nobody could ever find you. Can you guess the name of my wonderful game? Asked Slytooth. He stretched his jaw open as wide as a cave. Is it hide and squeak? Asked Whisker. Lots of knots, hissed Slider. Pass the mud pie? Said Flatzo. Pick up quills? Guessed Prickler. We don't know, said Joey. What is the name of this wonderful game? What do you think is going to happen? Slytooth took a great deep breath and went, snap! Where are they? I see some tails and quills sticking out. Oh no. Twisker. There's no way out, sniffled Slider. Oh, we're goners, groaned Flatso. It's hopeless, whimpered Prickler. But Joey said, now, listen, my friends. What do you say? I know one last game to play. A game? Asked the animals. Now? Yes, nodded Jody. I know the funniest game in the whole wide world. It's called Tickle the Tonsils. Do you know where your tonsils are? They're way in the back of your mouth, right where your food slides down your throat, one on each side. I see. Slytooth's tonsils. What are they doing? Tickle, 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 tickle. Suddenly, deep down inside, Slytooth felt a wiggling, jiggling, a twittering, jiggering, a rollicking, frolicking, reeling, feeling, zinging up and down and all around his bumpy body. Slytooth grinned. Hardy ho hum, he wiggled, squeezing his jaws together tightly. He's trying not to laugh. Did you ever try to laugh? Not laugh when somebody tickled you? Joey and his friends tickled those tonsils and tickled those tonsils until a smile split Slytooth's jaws wide open, and out burst an earth-quaking, sky-shaking, oh, look at that big laugh. Twisker, Slider, Flatso, Prickler, and Joey sailed high into the air. Slytooth was laughing so hard he could not stop. He whooped and he howled and he snortled and he yowled all the way down the bank into the Tumbarumba River and floated far, far away. Just then Mama Roo opened her eyes. Joey, my darling, what do you say? Do you know a game? I'm ready to play. But Joey did not answer. He jumped deep down to the very bottom of Mama Roo's pouch and wouldn't come out for a very long time. I think all that gameplay made him very tired. Just wanted to mention to the parents this month, we're looking at basics. The basics number 2, highlighting talk, sing, and point to facilitate your child's ever-expanding language and vocabulary. Notice some of the ways that I use the basic while reading this story. Stopping to ask questions while you're reading is a great way for extending a story, learning new things, or thinking and coming to conclusions about something like, why do you think this animal was named Flatso or Prickler or Twisker? Point out and talk about new words like echidna and tonsils. Discuss things in the story that are similar to things in your own life. How could you play some of the games that the animals enjoyed, like hide and squeak? Could you add some new rules to the standard hide and seek to make it have a squeak? Lots of knots. Could you make your own rules and improvise with a scarf or a kitchen towel? Oh, what about pass the mud pie? What about some rolled up brown socks that you could toss back and forth? How about pickup quills? You may be able to use toothpicks or bamboo skewers. If you don't know how to play, you can find the rules for a standard pick-up sticks game online. Well, we have one more story here called Heart in the Pocket by Lawrence Bourguignon and illustrated by Valerie DeHure. Mama Kangaroo loves her little Jojo a lot, a lot, a lot. She sings him sweet songs, she gives him beautiful desert flowers, and she gently rocks him to sleep in her pocket. Mama shows Jojo all the beauties of the desert, the wild wind dancing in the sand, a small bird nesting in the mahogany tree, a butterfly gliding on the breeze, and a floating cloud in the blue, blue sky. What Wouldn't you like to be a floating cloud? Mama asks. Not me, Jojo says. The wild wind will blow that cloud far away. I want to stay in your pocket where I'm safe and warm. But if you were the wild wind, says Mama, you could travel far and wide. You could see things that you've never seen before. Oh no, says Jojo. The wind is always blowing. It never stops to rest, and it doesn't have a home. I want to stay in your pocket where I can sleep and dream whenever I want. You could be a bird, Mama says. Birds are free and can fly far, far away, but they can always come home to their cozy nests high in the mahogany trees. Oh no, Jojo says, a nest isn't soft and warm like your pocket is. And your pocket jumps and dances and rocks me to sleep. What about a butterfly? Mama asks. Butterflies are soft and ever so light. They float on the breeze and they know how to find the prettiest desert flowers. But Mama, you already know where all the flowers are, says Jojo. And you know how to find water hidden in the desert and the green, green grass that we love to eat. I want to stay in your pocket so we can do everything together. Says Mama. What if you were a lizard? You could draw rivers and birds and flowers in the sand with your long lizard tail. I can already draw. Look, says Joey. How's he going to draw in the sand if he's in Mama's pocket? Joey leans out of the pocket and uses a big stick to make a figure in the sand. He's drawing without coming out. There's a big oval and a long line. What do you think he's drawing? See? Oh. It's a mama kangaroo with a baby in her pocket. The baby will stay in the pocket forever so he can always hear his mama's heartbeat. Ah, I see. Well, my little Jojo, did you know that my heart is not in my pocket? My heart is up here, pointing to her chest. If you climb a little higher, you will hear it beating. Joey slowly creeps out of the pocket and stands on his tippy toes and falls right into his mother's arms. There you are, my little kangaroo. See, it's not so bad outside the pocket. Mama kisses his nose, his ears, his chin, all the fingers on both hands, and Jojo's 2 big funny feet. Jojo giggles. Put me down, Mama. Mama gently places him on the sandy ground. The wind blows, the birds sing in the mahogany trees, the butterflies dance on the breeze, but there isn't a cloud in sight. Where did the clouds go? Jojo asks. Far, far away, little one. Let's go chase them. And they leap with the wind across the sand. Mama kangaroo loves her Jojo a lot. Lot. She sings him sweet songs. She finds him beautiful desert flowers, and she will always hold his heart in her pocket. Here's a new book you might like to borrow from the library called The Wild Symphony by Dan Brown. It's got poems about all different kinds of animals, and it has a little tricky QR code that you can get the app and listen to the music on your phone. I'm going to read The Bouncing Kangaroo. You'll have to borrow the book and listen on your phone to hear the music. Kanga, kanga, kangaroo, teach me how to bounce like you. Bouncing high, bouncing low, bouncing everywhere you go. Bounce to run, kaboing, kaboing. Bounce for fun, Ka-foing, ka-foing. Bounce and eat. Ka-choo, ka-choo. Bounce asleep. Ka-snooze, ka-snooze. When you shake your kanga tail and bounce along the kanga trail, I wish I bounced like you. I want to be a kanga too. Can you bounce like a kangaroo? Boing, 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 boing. Some other books you might like at the library. There's a book all about kangaroos by Kate Riggs. Marsupial Sue, a very funny story by John Lithgow. Pouch by David Ezra Stein. Koalas by Jill Esbaum. Coco's Surprise by Karen Van Holst Pelican. And we have some other books too about Coco. The Koala Who Could by Rachel Bright. Or our most famous author from Australia, Mem Fox, who has written Koala Lou and other books about animals in Australia. You can have lots of fun with those. Well, in your pack, if you have a pack this month, it's Valentine's month. Just going to go through this really quickly. This is what's in your pack. You have to open it up. That's the first step. And then you're going to fold the bottom up to the top, right to where the point of the heart is, so that this part of the heart sticks out. Then we're going to take these two corners and fold them right to the very center line. That leaves a little bit of extra right above them. We're going to fold that down and put your sticker on there to hold it down, and then you have a pocket, just like Mama Kangaroo and all the other marsupials. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Who might you be able to give a Valentine to? Here's the little card to put inside. To, who are you going to give it to? From, that's you. And there's a little message inside. It's actually a little song to the tune of You Are My Sunshine. You are my Valentine, my only Valentine. You make me happy on Valentine's Day. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Oh, please have a happy Valentine's Day. You can put that inside your pocket of your heart. And if you want to, you could put some other little tiny treat in there. Some candy or little flowers or something to give to somebody that you love. I think it's time to say goodbye. Are we ready? See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug. Blow a fish. A kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, you big raccoon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly. Have a happy Valentine's Day.